'Cause we don't see the same things. So if you need a change of mind, if you need another.
What's up, guys? What's up? Man, I've been on a little hiatus. I've been lacking motivation lately. I don't know what it is. Like, I've just been, life, dealing with it as it comes. But, it's just like sometimes I just, even me, Mr. Positive, you wake up and you're just like, I don't want to do this shit today. I don't want to do nothing, but you can't live in that place. And that's what I'm going to tell you guys. You can't live there as much as you want to, and as much as it's, it's cool to sulk and be in your feelings or whatever. Acknowledge that feeling and then move forward. Keep moving on. Because if you don't, you'll just be stuck there, and then you'll be one of those like super negative people that's all you want to talk about is like, talk shit or just be negative, and it's just like, oh my God. Sometimes being around those people is just so draining, You're just like, damn, all right. It was good talking to you. You have a good one. No. See what I wanted to tell you. Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit, okay? I'm trying to be super positive. I'm working on getting out of my own funk. So I appreciate you're going through some shit, but here, let me give you the number to my therapist, okay? Nah, but how you guys been doing, man? How you guys been hanging in there? I talked about my relapse, and then I went back to my old videos, and I kind of talked about it, but I'll talk about it again. So it was shortly after Thanksgiving, for those who missed it. My mom was visiting from out of town, and we were in the mall, and I was going through a lot of stress. I'm still working on minimizing stress, because I believe that's what led to it, but going through a lot of stress, and I was at the mall, and all of a sudden I was just real lightheaded, and I felt nauseous. So my mom was like, well, why don't you just sit down? I was like, yeah, you know what, that's a good idea. Let me sit down. So I sat down, and as soon as I sat down, I started shivering like uncontrollably. I'm like, my jaws chattering, clattering together, and I'm just shaking. Now, we're in Florida, okay? And yeah, they keep it cold in the stores, but I mean, it's hot. We're in t-shirt, shorts or whatever, and I'm in the store just shivering like this. Then when I go to try to stand up, I couldn't even stand up. I'm like, I couldn't stand up. I had to have my mom on this arm, my son on this arm, and they had to like help me carry me out of the store. You know how embarrassing that was? And yeah, nobody stopped to say, hey man, can I help you? They just so then I get out of the store, and luckily there's a hospital right next door, so I drove right over to Florida Hospital. I was in there for 3 days. They gave me 3 days worth of Solumedrol steroids, and then just resting, and that helped me, but it affected my walk. So it's getting better, but I was walking with a heavy limp. I'm talking about heavy. I even got a cane. I was looking for it right here because I keep it in my car. But anyway, I have a cane. I even bought myself, I went to Walgreens and bought myself a little cane, a little pimp cane. I said I'm going to like take this part out right here and put a knife in there so I can just pull it out and just shank somebody, But yeah, I had to get a cane. And so I keep it here because it's cool, because sometimes I do need it. Like when I'm super hot or I'm super stressed out, I notice that the cane helps me. But for me, it's just like I know my purpose is bigger than this, and I try not to use it as much as possible because I don't want to be confined. Even one of my boys visited, and he was like, we need to, you should get a walker. I was like, a walker? I was like, I'm not getting a walker, bro. I don't even want this cane. A walker. I started to cuss his ass out. That's what I started to do, but I didn't. I took the high road, which is hard to do a lot of times, but I'm the bigger man. I took the I wrote, I was like, dude, I don't even want the cane. You know, my mom one time, she was like, is this a permanent, or she says, what is this? Is this a temporary tag? And I was like, well, Mom, I wish it was, you know. I wish it was a permanent shit. But all in all, you know, like, it's going to be temporary because I'm taking the steps. And I found that, you know, when I was in a slump, what I was missing from me is the spiritual aspect. So I kind of I kind of swayed and went away from like church because I was raised in the church. I was raised Catholic because I'm half Hispanic. So my mom used to take us to church, and my black ass daddy would stay at home watching football and stuff. I'm like, how come he gets to stay at home and we got to go to church? Come on, you're going to church. So I was raised in the church. Then as I got older, I wasn't a big fan of Catholic church, so I went to Christian church, non-denominational. I like that one better. But then what happened to me is I started going down the rabbit hole, and did I go down the rabbit hole? I love conspiracy theory. You can't tell me nothing. If you want to talk conspiracy theory, we can talk that's my shit. I love talking about that type of stuff, but the problem is it consumed me. So I started going down the rabbit hole, and you go deeper and deeper, and you find out everything connects, and then you're just finding up a whole bunch of stuff, and your mind is just, and it was consuming me. So it was just like I had to take a break because all you're doing is just making yourself mad and upset, and you know, it's good to know the truth, but then it's like, what are you going to do with that knowledge, you know? So I had to take a break, but I found that it was consuming me, and so it was stressing me out. So I had to, what I did, and then in doing that, going down the rabbit hole, that's what I was going to say, I steered away from church because I was like, oh, this is BS, and religion is BS, and blah, 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 blah. So wasn't going to church. But that was the void I was missing, you know. And I go to church now. I'm 3 weeks. This is my third week going back. Still Christian church, but it's like I understand now that it's my own personal journey with God, and that's what I need to focus on. Is my own personal journey. So yeah, I was doing the meditation. I still do the meditation thing, but for me, I needed that spiritual component too. And I look at it differently. I just go for me and yeah. So find your own relationship with God, and that's what I'm telling you. That's what I did, and I found that it helped me. So it helped me. I have a more positive outlook on things, and it helped me out tremendously. So if you're lost, try looking back to religion. You don't have to dive into it or believe everything you hear, but just the experience in itself is what helps me. Also, sleep. I'm a vampire. Some of you know I stay up all night. It's like I'll be tired during the day, but when the nighttime comes, it's like I'm up. Vamp life, baby. Vamp life. My family's like that. I'll call my grandma. She's like in her 80s. 2 a.m, she's up. Or I'll call my dad or my auntie 2, 3 a.m, and they're up. You know, so it's like, but that's good because, you know, my auntie, she's retired. My dad doesn't, you know, he's retired. And all these people, they don't have shit to do in the morning but sleep. And they do. They sleep until like 10 or 11 because they're up all night. But I can't do that because I'm staying up till 3, and then I wake up at 6:30 to take the kids, go to work, and then after work I'm coming home, I'm getting them ready, and then I do it all over again. Then I stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning again, and it's just taking a toll on me. So us with our disability, well, I shouldn't even say disability, our shortcomings. Let's look at it that way, because it doesn't define us. It doesn't define who we are as people. So our shortcomings, it doesn't, you know, it's what we're dealing with, but we need sleep, we need rest. So I found that helped me too. That helped me a lot, is just resting and getting the adequate sleep and adequate rest. So definitely get your rest as much as you can, and listen to your body. And if you don't get something done, which me, I'm like ADD with like certain things. Cleaning is one of them. Like my house, like it's spotless. And my friend came over and he had to tell me, he was like, yo dude, when you go to work, I use your car. I'm nervous because I'm cleaning up the house because I'm worried that you're gonna come home and you're gonna start cleaning and shit like that. People aren't as clean as me, and I'm not even that clean, but it's just like I'm not dirty. I don't like my stuff dirty or a mess. So I had to relinquish some of that control, and just understand that it's okay and people are trying to help me. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Stress, religion or spirituality, whatever helps you, do that. And definitely the rest is what helped me during my relapse. So I'm getting better. Still the diet, I'm still on no meat, people. I'm not eating meat. I cheated one time and I had, what was it? It was a pepperoni pizza because, well, there's no excuse. I ate the fucking pepperoni pizza. And then that was it. But other than that, I feel good. Like, I don't miss meat at all. I really don't. The hard part, I'll tell you, is the grain. If you want to give up something, giving up bread, wait till you get there. That's hard. That's hard. But it's necessary, people. If we want to heal, we want to regenerate ourselves, we got to do something different. Because if we keep doing the same stuff, guess what? We're going to get the same result, and then we're not going to get to the finish line. So write down your goals. I actually had to write down my goals. So I wrote down everything in a general time frame on when I wanted to finish it. And then you work at completing it, and you work at doing it that way. But that's it. That's it. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Still just chilling, just working, just grinding. I'm looking for avenues to pull away from work, because I notice, like, I'm a workhorse, and I can't do as much as I used to do anymore. So I'm looking at trying to find other streams of income so I don't have to go to a traditional 9 to 5. I don't have to waste all my time. I can spend more time just at home or resting or with my kids, instead of working at fulfilling somebody else's dream, and not getting compensated enough, because I don't know. I just think I'm worth way more than what they're paying me. And so it's just like the only way is to work for yourself. But then again, that's a gift and a curse, because you work for yourself and you think, oh, I'm going to work for myself. You know how much work that is? I'll let you think about that. Say you want to start up your own restaurant. Shit, you're in there night and day. It's you. If you want to get it done correctly. You leave it up to somebody else, your shit's going to grand opening, grand closing. That shit's going to close because they don't know what they're doing. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I love you guys. I missed you. Peace. Hey, listen. Oh, before I leave you, I appreciate all the comments and people telling me how much they love the channel. Don't think I read all that. Some of that, oh my God, I'm like tearing up, I'm choking up, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm helping people so much. They're telling me, they're pouring out to me, hey, you're helping me. And that means a lot to me, guys. I appreciate it. You don't even know. Like, I read that and I just, like, I'm in tears sometimes at some of the comments, some of the things you guys are telling me, and how much I'm helping you. So I just thank you. I just wanted you to know that I do read all those comments, and even if I don't respond to all of them, I've read them, and they mean a lot to me. So thank you. Together, just know, keep telling yourself that we're gonna heal, and take it a day at a time. Make every day smile and be thankful. Be thankful for something. That's what I do with my kids. Our prayers are kind of different. We thank God for each and every family member that we have. And then I say, okay, guys, what are you thankful for today? And they'll normally, list 2 or 3 things. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for that. So I want to say, be thankful. Find one thing every day that you're thankful for that day. And just be thankful. Be thankful for that. Things could be a lot worse, but they're not, and we're taking steps to heal. So just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And it doesn't have to be paralysis. It doesn't have to be being in a wheelchair. And even if you are, guess what? There's people that have gotten out of the wheelchair. So that's your hope right there. There it is right there. So don't look at your shortcomings. Oh my God, I'm in a wheelchair. So what? Fuck it. Excuse me. I'm getting excited. Forget the wheelchair. That doesn't define who you are as a person. And guess what? There's people that have done it, that have gotten out of the wheelchair and walked around. So if they can do it, what's different from them? Nothing. You can do it. Guess what? It just starts right here. So get that mind right. Get that mind right. And it all stems from there. All right? Okay, so I got to get back in here before they try to fire me or try to say something. I run that job, you hear me? I run it. You think I'm lying? I run shit there. One of my supervisors came over to me today and he was like, well, why are you closing out cases? We're supposed to keep them for 2 weeks. And I was like, dude, I'm done. What else do you want me to do? I'm not going to call them next week for what? How you doing? I already finished. Anyway. Love you guys. Appreciate the subscriptions. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And yeah. Until next time. Love.